Well, happy weekend, friends. Jeremy Knight here with our weekly check-in about all things happening at St. Paul's United Methodist Church. A happy summer to you. It is officially summer in our area as our public schools are wrapping up as I record this. And so we're very grateful to be walking with you in this beautiful transition. We know we have some folks that are already traveling for the summer, taking some vacation. So please know that our prayers are with you, and be safe and return to us soon. I just want to check in about a couple things that are important in this season. So stick around for everything that I'm going to share. There's some really important things we want you to know about, and then I'll give you a little bit of a teaser about worship this Sunday. Just a reminder that all of you wonderful, incredible, generous folks who have agreed to help us with collecting supplies for Vacation Bible School, we have kindly asked that those supplies be returned by this Sunday. So if you can help fulfill that, those of you that grabbed off of the supply board, those little slips of paper that gave you instructions about what supplies to purchase and donate, please try to bring those in by this Sunday. That would be a great help to those that are organizing Vacation Bible School this year. Also, you probably have seen in our emails as well as on our announcement slides that the Gellner family is going to be hosting a pool party for our children's ministry families. That's coming up not this Sunday, but next on the 8th. And so that information was emailed out to our children's ministry parents. And so check your email if that is you. If you're in children's ministry and connected with that ministry, please check that email that was sent by Melinda earlier this week. And if you didn't by chance get that, call the church office. We'll make sure to update our records to make sure you are getting communicated with properly. All right. So June is upon us, and so that means that our everyday offering will shift for the month of June. For the month of June, we connect with our Vacation Bible School special offering of collecting peanut butter and jelly. Now, those of you that have been around St. Paul's for quite some time know the significance of peanut butter and jelly. That particular mission and emphasis has a long history here, and so we both honor that history and we look forward to continuing it in the future. We'll take the peanut butter and jelly to Interfaith Emergency Services as they have a special part of their food pantry that is specific to children. And so peanut butter and jelly goes a long way, especially during the summer months, in helping bridge the gap in feeding for particular children. So please bring peanut butter and jelly in, but please make sure not to bring a glass jar. I don't think they sell a lot of glass jars anymore, but please be careful to pick up plastic only if you bring some of those things in during the month of June. All right. Really, really, really important. You're going to get an email next week if you're seeing this on Friday or over the weekend. May 31st, June 1st. In the coming week, you're going to get a very important email from me. It's going to be titled Capital Needs. It's going to kind of give us a summation of some things that we've been talking about. In worship primarily, William Gellner, our chair of Finance Committee, shared with us about a month ago about some deferred maintenance realities that it's time for us to face. He brought that information to you. I have since followed up with some clarification on that within worship, that our church council, in consultation with both the Finance Committee and our trustees who oversee our facility and grounds here, about what their proposal is about addressing both the roofing issue we have to face as well as the flooring issue in the sanctuary. And so you're going to get an email that'll give you a little bit of a rundown. It'll remind you of what I've shared within worship as well as what William has. It'll give you a little bit more detail about what the process has been. And then it'll have a Q&A section where we have attempted to gather a lot of the questions that we've already fielded, to put it in one place where those answers can be found. And then we're also going to follow that up with some links to more detailed answers if you desire them. We're doing all of this in preparation for a very important meeting that's going to happen on Sunday, June the 15th. And this is important. If you are a member of our church, if you have taken that step and you are a member of our church, we need you to be here in worship that Sunday, because immediately after worship, we're going to have a very special meeting. It's called a church conference. It's where we are convened by our district superintendent. And The only really two things that we have to tackle are related to securing some funding to move forward with these projects. Securing funding by extending out our mortgage. And so all of those answers can be found in the email, or if you have more questions about that financial process, about what has happened thus far and what saying yes to this proposal means, that can all be found within the email that you will receive this week. There are also going to be some phone numbers there if you want to follow up with a particular person in our leadership that have been helping drive the ship, as you will, about this new project. So please watch your email. We'll do all of our best. We're doing our best to get that information to you so that you have time to ask questions, to do some follow-up, so that when we come together on the 15th, right after worship, we've answered a lot of those questions so that we can meet the agenda of that meeting and have a church-wide vote about securing those funds, which will affect the principal of our mortgage and affect our monthly mortgage payment. Okay? So if you have questions about that, look for the email and follow up as needed. So this Sunday is commonly referred to in our tradition and many others as Ascension Sunday, because it is the Sunday right before Pentecost, right before we remember the Holy Spirit coming down upon those first followers, those first disciples and apostles and such in the book of Acts. And traditionally, we think about Jesus' ascension on this particular Sunday, about Jesus preparing his disciples for his departure, that he would leave them in bodily form, but that they would receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. We're going to draw on a text that kind of fits within that whole Jesus preparing his disciples, but also pouring out his heart and praying for them. We'll be looking at Jesus' prayer from the garden and what Jesus' desire was for his disciples as recorded in John's Gospel, John chapter 17. If you want to read ahead, you can read John chapter 17. We'll be focused on Jesus' prayer for us. What is it that Jesus really wanted them to know? And what is the gospel writer of John, what is he really drawn to about Jesus' character and Jesus' desire for those that would come after him? So we're going to rest in that particular passage as we prepare again for the birth of the church, for Pentecost, which will be next Sunday. We'll celebrate that in a wonderful way as well. All right? So grateful to be with you. Thank you for hanging out. Enjoy this beautiful time, this beautiful season. Enjoy the beginning of summer for those of you that celebrate, and we can't wait to be with you very soon. All right? Grace and peace to you all.